morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, hit that like button. We'll see you in about a little over 2 minutes. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, fly. Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun, the Daily Dish with me, Ron E. Bradley. I hope that wherever you are having a phenomenal day. Speaking of today, as of the recording of this, today is the 18th. Oh my gosh, it's the 18th day already. That's a week before Christmas, 18th day of December 2024. 1 week until Christmas, people. 1 week. My gosh. Wow. If you're watching this on the replay, or even if you're on the live right now, if you don't mind, please click that like button. That really helps the show out, helps the channel out a whole bunch. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you're not already subscribed, and then click that notification bell. When you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm. You get notified of hopefully all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun, although YouTube sometimes fishy with their notifications. Yeah, I know how that goes. My glasses clean. I'm still having issues with my glasses. How's everybody doing out there in the chat right now? I'll be honest with you. There are so many Christmases that I am wrapping presents till 3 a.m. on Christmas morning. I am I'm bad when it comes to the whole procrastination issue. My camera is not where I really want it to be. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to adjust a little bit here. Here, is that better? That's better for me, I think. Every time I move this, when it gets closer to me, it gets further away from the center, which I would prefer for it to be in the center, but it's not going to be. So, anyhow, let's see who all is in the chat this morning. Let's see who's out there. By the way, if you are watching this on the replay, go ahead and comment below replay gang or any other comment that you want to leave on the subject matter at hand. I will give everybody watching, if you're watching this live this morning or if you're watching this on the replay, before we get to it, some of the content today, in as much as I will keep the language as let's just say nondescript as possible. Some of the content that we're going to be going over today gets a little bit into dicey areas. As you guys know, if you watch this channel, one of the things that I try to do on the channel is make the show and make the channel as family friendly as possible. Not necessarily that the subject matter is for kids, but just that you guys could be playing this with kids in the background and they don't hear anything that you wouldn't, as parents, want them to hear. I'm very conscious of that. As a matter of fact, maybe in today's story, we're going to be hearing about Disney becoming a little bit more conscious of that themselves, and that's kind of the whole point. But I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time that the story that we are covering about the show Win or Lose that's coming up on Disney Plus from Pixar, that content, I don't want your kids having to ask you any questions that they shouldn't need to ask. And so I just want to let you know ahead of time that we want to try and be as family friendly as possible, and keep that in mind while you're watching, in case you happen to have kids in the room, you want to shuffle them out or whatever. Just letting you know that, because I probably won't do any other warnings during the video, because we are generally, keeping it clean. So let's say hi to everybody. Welcome you. By the way, if you have your caffeine, Beats, I got my Figment cup this morning. Well, Flower and Garden, dropping beats at Flower and Garden 2022. And I've got my cuppa. Wow, it's so quiet. I'm like, I should put music on in the background or something. Good morning. Gotta love YouTube shutting off the noties again. Jeremy Heath says, good morning, Ron and Tom. Jeremy Heath says, good morning. Okay, just checking my sound. Sounds good to me. I'm having a little bit of a throat issue. I got to get some vitamin C and some stuff today, so I got to fight whatever is trying to invade my bodily space. I got to fight that off. Tom F. Jeremy Heath, hey there, OCDD93, you got my card. Thank you, OCDD, for letting me know out there. And Tom F. Rhonda H. Hello, Going Shogi. Good morning, Juliet. Good afternoon. Follow the Bradleys and chat. Go OCDD. Didi, not Diddy, and certainly not Jay-Z. Says good morning to Going Shogi. And Tom says, hey, Going Shogi and Juliet. And Tom F. and Going Shogi. Oh, what's this? No, I have to wrap presents still. Yes, like I said, I have nothing wrapped. I try to leave it all to Santa Claus. I'm like, I go to the mall. Xander asks for his stuff, and I go to the Santa Claus and say, you better make this happen for my kid, because I can't do it. That's all there is to it. Rhonda H. and Jeremy Heath, howdy. That is the Heath family. I stretch Christmas out like 12 days after. That is the 12 days of Christmas. Hello, Going Shogi. My mom is in the house. Good morning, Mom. Hi, Tom. Going Choky, Kathleen, and chat. Hope you are all doing well. Whoa, my goodness. I'm sorry about that. If you heard that in the microphone, that was my caffeine kicking in. Hi, Tom. Going Choky, Kathleen, chat. Hope you're all doing well. Ironic title for the show. We win, they lose. In the words of Eric July, we will win. Yeah, kind of. But realistically, let's be honest about this. If Disney puts themselves back in the right place with families, they actually get back to winning again. I don't want Disney to lose. I don't want Disney to continue down the dark path that they've been going down. Although I have heard, once you go down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. So I do worry about that. Aloha and good morning, y'all. And Native Hawaiian, we're going to be talking about your native Hawaii in a little bit because we are going to talk a little bit about what has happened at the Polynesian day one of opening. Oh, it's not good. It's not good at all. Ha ha, no. JS. Jay-Z. Jay-Z. J, I was like JS. Oh, Jay-Z, yes. Yes. No, not Jay-Z. Good morning, everybody. Dapper Vanta Crew, hi, and good morning. Hey, Dapper Vanta Crew. We are talking about Disney embracing. Let's just say Disney embracing Florida culture, if you will, from a few years ago. We're going to get to that in a little bit. I have adjustments to make. I did my laundry yesterday, and I'll be honest with you, my laundry is most of it's still in the dryer. So I grabbed these clothes this morning out of the dryer. They're clean, very, very clean. I'm very, very clean. I just got out of the shower. So at least there's that. All right. In order to put these glasses on, I got to take all this stuff. At least lift this up. This looks funny, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. They're much cleaner now. That's much better. Okay. So we're going to get to some things. I have to look up something. One of the things that we always like to get to, as you know, is celebrating you. Now, I haven't come up with a Christmas celebration yet. Maybe I'll be able to do that in the next few days, along with everything else that I have going on in my life. Get back there. Get back there. My little ponytail is... it's not going where I want it. Get off of there. Get off of there. Whatever. It's going to stay there. Normally you don't see it because I'm normally wearing a black shirt. I got a white shirt on today. It shows everything. But we love to celebrate you because you guys are the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning to do the show for you as early as it may be. I know people that have their shows so much earlier, and I'm like, how do you guys do a show at 7 or 8 or even get out to the park? Some people are live streaming at the parks at 7 a.m. and I'm like, oh, I am so asleep at that time. But anyway, I need my sleep. I need my 8 hours, guys. I don't know. I'm getting older. It is what it is. But I love to celebrate all of you. And you know that if you drop memberships, gifted memberships, or anybody becomes a member, you drop super chat, super thanks, super stickers, any of that member support, any of that support from you guys to this guy so that I can support you with this content. I like to celebrate that. I can't do what I do without you. You are so important. And I love you guys so much. And I am not, I don't have all the sophisticated AI technology that Pro has. Pro is awesome about this. And by the way, he's the one that is teaching me this. So I love you guys so much. And we like to celebrate you. And we're actually going to start out with the long celebration this morning. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, we're going long this morning. So are you guys ready to celebrate? Get your member emojis ready. Get ready to dance. It's Wednesday morning. Let's do this. Let's celebrate.
too much. It's perfect. Wahoo!
Oh, that's too nice. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, this anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
We are back. I believe I do have the redirect set up to Culture Casino. I am trying to find something that I want to share with you guys about the Polynesian, and I'm trying to find, let's see if I can find it this way. I'm going to type in the URL. Boy, that's going back here. Oh. There are a lot of words in what I'm typing. Because the other tab that I could bring up that does this seems to hurt the overall performance of everything. So let's see if this works. P-O-L, what? M-E-S-I-A-N. I hope this works. Yay, it worked. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Oh, there's my beautiful wife in the chat. She just came in. Oh, baby, did you miss the celebration? We just did the celebration. Oh, no. She loves the celebration. She loves that music. Then the long one is her favorite. We will do it again as long as somebody drops any type of a member chat, member whatever, or drops memberships or gifties or any of those types of things, any support. We will definitely be doing another celebration as I celebrate my throat and getting some caffeine inside of me. Is that broccoli? Love broccoli. All right. So I'm going to share this. This is really funny. Yesterday at the Walt Disney World Resort, the newest thing to open at the Walt Disney World Resort did, in fact, actually open. Yes, it did. And what opened yesterday? Well, it was the new Disney Vacation Club Polynesian Tower. Now, I will say this. I used to work for Disney Vacation Club. I worked for DVC during the first, the first thing that they opened in Polynesian, they kind of did it backwards from the way they did Grand Floridian. So Grand Floridian, they built a DVC building. By the way, the DVC building that they built at the Grand Floridian next to the wedding chapel is so beautiful. And they did such a good job on it. And it looks like it's supposed to be part of the Grand Floridian. It really matches well. I love walking in there. I love the little fountain with the penguins, Mary Poppin penguins. I love all of that. Well, at the Polynesian, DVC did it backwards. And by the way, as I should say, recently at the Grand Floridian, they renovated one of the other buildings so that they'd all also be DVC rooms. Well, at the Polynesian, they did it backwards. They first renovated one of the buildings to be DVC rooms. They all ended up being studio rooms, and then they had the bungalows. They built the bungalows out of the water. A lot of people like the bungalows. I think that they're way overpriced myself, but they did it backwards at the Polynesian. So they did the building renovation and the bungalows, and then they built a new building just recently. So that's what they opened yesterday, was this brand new Polynesian tower. And this is what go and show you. The DVC tower at Disneyland hotel is an eyesore. So that's at Disneyland. Well, at Disney World, the Polynesian DVC tower is also an eyesore from the outside. Now, some of that stuff, I haven't been out there yet to check it out. When they finished it, they must have finished it fast over the last month as far as being able to get it open. I want to get in the building, and I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do that, but I'll figure it out. I actually have friends who work for DVC, so I'm sure that they can get me in there. Hopefully. I want to see it, but there is there is some bad news coming out of Disney from this tower already, and here we go. Out of Walt Disney World News today, the self-proclaimed leader in Walt Disney World News. Photos. The ceiling tile almost falls on guests at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. A brand new building and a ceiling tile, and there you can see it's right in the picture, falls out. This is by Shannon Ace. Let me see if I can move this. Am I able to scroll? Yeah, there we go. So there's the picture of the tile. Do you see where that black space is there in the ceiling, and that tile is missing? Wow. I mean, this is just hard for me as a Disney fan. I've talked about this on the show before, but for 90 years, Disney set a precedent of near perfection in everything they do. Certainly, rides would go down for refurb, and every once in a while, you'd have a ride breakdown. But the last few years, it's been Disney's their maintenance has gone downhill. Their Imagineering has gone downhill. It's almost as if they put certain other political ideologies in front of storytelling and in front of quality. What a surprise. So here we are with the Polynesian. Brand new DVC building opens. I'm not part of it this time. Maybe that's part of the problem. And tile falling out. So here we go. While the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows is about to celebrate its grand opening, the Grand Ceremonial House at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort is literally falling apart. Oh, this is actually, I guess, at the regular building, regular Polynesian ceiling tile falls. Oh yeah, this is actually in the first main Polynesian building, not even the new one. The tile was near the back of the lobby behind the Maui statue in the center of the Great Ceremonial House. In the photo above, you can see the square hole it left in the ceiling. Thankfully, nobody was injured when it fell. Could have been people standing under there. A cast member quickly grabbed the tile, which featured a swirl design, and stood with it. And there is a picture of the cast member with the tile between his legs, as Disney often has their own tail between their legs nowadays. A cast member quickly grabbed the tile, which featured a swirl design, and stood with it. We saw the cast member on the phone, likely contacting maintenance to replace the tile as soon as possible. The Great Ceremonial House received soft goods updates in 2023 and early 2024. Carpets, upholstery, and rugs were all replaced. This followed the 2021 reimagining of the resort's entrance, including its porte cochere and the monorail station. Disney Vacation Club's new Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows officially opened yesterday, Tuesday, December 17th. We previewed a one-bedroom villa and two-bedroom penthouse, a brand new type of DVC accommodation. Check out some of the tower's interior spaces. Pool with Moana splash pad. The tower also includes the resort's first ever fitness center. I did not know that there was no fitness center at the Polynesian before. It's really interesting because there is a fitness center at the Contemporary, and it's one of my favorite places to go. Don't tell anybody. It's my secret space, people, because nobody is ever in that fitness center at the Contemporary. And I'm not telling you where it is. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you know, you know. But when I'm looking to get away from crowds and when I'm looking to get into a really nice, well-kept, clean bathroom that nobody else is in, I go over to the Contemporary and I go to the fitness center. Shh, keep it on the DL, please. That is the one good thing about my videos not being explosively watched like pro yet, because I can reveal secrets that won't go out to the massive general public. For the latest Disney Parks news and info, blah, 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 blah. We don't really need the rest of that. But yes, it is absolutely true. It's hard to believe. They can't theme anymore. Everything is contemporary and minimalist, except for the Contemporary. The Contemporary is very retro. The Contemporary is the one thing it's not. Fifth Element chic. It's worse than Fifth Element chic. It's basically everything is done by Temu now. And I want to get over there and see the Polynesian. And a native Hawaiian says, "What are you talking about? The new tower is perfect for anyone that wants to travel to Polynesia and see the beauty and experience the exotic surroundings of staying at the Radisson." That's a very good one, native Hawaiian. Oh my goodness gracious me. You guys are awesome. I'm trying to see if there are. Let me look. And I will see if I can find at least some of the pictures that WDW News today has out of their photos. Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Resort, villas and bungalows. Two-bedroom villa full tour. Today marks the grand opening of the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. We were lucky enough to be staying in a two-bedroom lock-off villa with a theme park view. Let's take a look around what is sure to be one of the most popular hotel rooms in all of the Walt Disney World Resort, I'm sure, because they are the ones with the special access that Disney, they got back on the good list and the pixie dust list, and they get the cupcake and they get the free stays and all this kind of stuff. Lucky them. So fortunate to be in the good graces of the Bobs. Being a lock-off two-bedroom villa, the entire hotel room is composed of what could also be a deluxe studio and a one-bedroom villa. They'll start in the deluxe studio. By the way, anybody that wants to see these things, just do a DVC tour. They'll take you to the rooms. They're really cool about that. Just letting you know, you do not have to stay there to look at these. Of course, the bathroom is just up the entry, sealed off with a sliding barn door. Stylistically, that's not bad. You know, that's kind of cool looking. When I was working there, one of the biggest things they did with new technologies, they put televisions in the mirrors. They stopped doing that because it was more of a novelty, honestly, and it just didn't really, it wasn't necessarily cost effective. They were cool as a novelty, but the novelty probably wears off quickly. This bathroom, it's one of those things where it's like, you got to go between having some degree of style and color without it being gaudy. And this went too far the other way, in my opinion. I mean, look, this is like it looks like an upscale hospital is what I would call it, because it's all so white, but it's and that makes it bland. So, you know, is it nice? Sure. But is it bland as heck? Yeah. Now, you don't want to go gaudy. You don't want to go too colorful and make it look like the 1970s, but at the same time, I mean, come on, add a splash of color. This is also beige and so white and so boring. It's just, I'm just looking at these pictures going through, guys, and I'm telling you, I just snooze fest. Nice accommodations, but super. I mean, let me put it this way. This is nice for the Marriott, nice for the Radisson, nice for the Hilton, but boring as heck for what is supposed to be Disney. I think that this kind of style works really well for the Coronado Springs Resort, because at Coronado Springs, you got a lot of business people and it's business functionality, and they want more functionality than they want theming. But this is the Polynesian. You're right in front of the Magic Kingdom. You would think that, I mean, and these are nice spaces. I'm not degrading the niceness of them. They're very, very clearly nice, but kind of, I mean, this is the most theming they have right here. This pattern looks like stonework, including an homage to the hidden Mickey from the lobby floor of the Polynesian Village Resort. But that's it. I mean, where is the outstanding level of Disney theming from all the hotels that they built during the 90s? Remember that? And that was just, it was once amazing, and it's not as much anymore. What is up, Aldo's Journal? Hello, Mr. Ron. Hi, Aldo's Journal. Thanks for being a member of the channel. And let's see some of the comments. Tower by Timu. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They tore out an actual Hawaiian experience in the luau for a building that belongs in downtown Los Angeles. Well, okay, let's be fair going, Shogi. If they really wanted to theme this like a building in downtown Los Angeles, you have to get at least 30 or 40 or 50 homeless people to, you know, camp out in front of it every day. They tore up the spirit of aloha for the spirit of that one hotel down by the airport. It's true. And they're charging like $800 and up a night for these rooms if you're not DVC, and if you are DVC, there's just a bunch of points. My brother is moving to Guam, so Tokyo Disney is in our future. Oh, that is awesome. Now, Tokyo, they know how to do Disney right, that Oriental Land Company. Can't wait to see their amazing and pristine property, unlike here. Yeah, I tell you what, if Disney, if they want to make Disney Walt again, go to Tokyo, because Tokyo honors Walt Disney. I'm glad you made it in, Aldo. You must be, yeah, you are off. You're in Go and Shogi's territory. 3 hours. I think aren't you out by California? So yeah, so 7 a.m. right now. So it's always hard to make it to the show. That is okay. Go and Shogi's, you guys are in the same boat. Maybe you guys will meet up at some point in time out there. Very, very cool. Guam has some bargain food too. Oh, California here. For those of you that are in California right now, I do apologize. You may not understand everything I'm saying, so let me see if I can help out but just like translating myself into California English. What's up, dudes? Oh, I hope you're having an awesome time watching the show. You know, we're gonna go down, hang out by Malibu, and we're gonna go to Zuma Beach. It's gonna be awesome. Totally awesome, dudes. It just sounds like Crush, but Crush is he's everybody can understand Crush in California, and I sound like Crush. Yeah, I know. Here's the thing, Aldo. So if you've ever seen Turtle Talk with Crush, have you ever seen Turtle Talk with Crush? I have auditioned for that role on numerous occasions, gotten called back on three different occasions. I got called back to read for Turtle Talk with Crush, and I never got the role. It's the one role that if I got at Disney, I'd probably still be doing today. I would work for Disney if I had that role, because that would be a very sweet job, because you get to be an entertainer at Disney where nobody sees you. Everybody hears you, but they only see Crush, and then you don't have to worry about it. The voices of Crush actually have a cast member shirt that they wear where you could recognize them. But you'd have to know it. It's like if you know kind of a thing. Yeah. So I almost have the intro script memorized when they say, "Hey, Crush," and he comes up and he's like, "Whoa, oh, totally bounced my noggin off the glass, dudes. That was a check out the 2.5 double twist with the spinner. Awesome. Hello, little dudes. Hello, everybody. Oh, check out all the little grommets chilling. Sublevel. Hello, little grommets. What's up, little dudes? Oh, hey, little dudes. Do you know what the most important word is in the turtle language, dude? Oh, that's right. It is dude. You need to say that word all day long. Your parents will love it. Awesome, dude." Oh, what is up, Dylan Soup? I see you in the chat. You have come in before the important story that we are going to get to in just a moment. Those are the cool Californians by the beach. They stay in their lane. Most Californians talk with vocal fry and inflections that gives you the hot rage of 1,000 suns. Yeah, I have a friend that I don't know if he still lives in Malibu, because his house, unfortunately, burnt down while he was doing a television show. His name is Darren O'Lean, and he did a show with Zac Efron on Netflix. So if you ever check out Netflix, I can't remember the show, but it is a show about healthy food around the world, searching for the healthiest foods around the world. And it is with Zac Efron and Darren O'Lean. Okay. And Darren O'Lean invented a drink that I like to drink as much as possible every day, called Shakeology. It's by the same people that created P90X workouts a long time ago, of course. But while Darren O'Lean was out filming the show away from his home in Malibu, it burnt down. So sad. But yeah, he totally talks like that, and he's like, this is like his regular voice. So I was hanging out with him one day, and I totally impersonated him, like right in front of him, and he totally laughed. It was awesome. Yeah. So Darren O'Lean is he's such a good guy. Love him to death. Probably also votes left, but I don't really care. But he's in California, don't you guys? I thought you guys were required to vote that way. That was a great show before the, what is it called? Jawgate. What OCD? What's the name of that show? I can't remember the name of it. I've watched it a couple times, and I like watching it but it's funny. So, funny thing about Darren O'Lean, he and I were hanging out one time, and I used to do caricatures. So I drew him, and I drew him as Superfoods Man. And the last time I saw him, don't put that link up. That won't give me credit. Put my link up. Actually, I need. I'm going Shogi. I'm going to have a new link for that soon, because I am an affiliate marketer for Body. But yeah, I don't. I will send you my link, Going Shogi, so that you'll have it, and you can just like put it in your notes somewhere, and then yeah. That'd be very, very cool. But yeah, it's very, very tasty. There's a lot of different flavors, and it's not a protein powder. It's a powder with protein. Yeah, there you go. Darren O'Lean official. Very, very cool. And he's like, this guy is the most superfoods expert in the world. But I'm just wondering if his house, if he rebuilt, I don't really know. I'm sure he moved into a different house or whatever, but I don't know if he still lives in Malibu. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I should ask him. Maybe I can get him on the show. It'd be cool. Anyway, Darren's awesome. And the last time I talked to him, he still had, probably not now, but probably burnt up in the fire, as a matter of fact. But he had the picture that I drew of him as the Superfoods man on his refrigerator. Maybe I can draw him a new one. Walk Down to Earth with Zac Efron. That's it, Down to Earth. So thank you very much. Anyhow, I want to get to our main story of the day. What time is it? It's 10:14. It's main story time. Before we get to the main story time, we do need to celebrate all of you. I know, even if I don't get super chats or anything, I don't care because I celebrate all of you guys anyway. And I love you guys. You guys are the best. So with deep appreciation, I say thank you and let's celebrate. All right. I love Shakeology gluten-free. Xander loves it too. That is true. Everybody in our household drinks this stuff. And some people use it as a meal replacement. I'll be talking about it a lot more next year because I have a lot of weight to lose and I got to go through a transformation and it will be a big part of my transformation. Oh, wait a second. This just in. Oh my gosh, we got two celebrations right here. We will celebrate these more later, but we got gifties. Bessie, yay. Let's see. We've got Go and Shogi has gifted 5. Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. 2. Congratulations, Arlene Navo, Chris's Creation Fun, Bessie, yay, and Princess Paula Bell, and Controversial Cruising. Congratulations. And OCDD 93. Oh my goodness, a super sticker of, let me see if I can see. Oh, it's a is that a laughing fox or a laughing cat? It's so cute. It's funny because I don't see it on StreamYard. I see it on the phone. I have to monitor the phone, but there it is. Yay. Thank you, OCDD 93. Unfortunately, I haven't created those really, really cool AI, WDW Pro AI things for you guys as individuals yet, but I'm going to actually look into doing it. Maybe they'll do it for me or something, but they're so cool. But, I got to get to the main story, but we still got to celebrate.
Is it too much? Too much? It's the perfect.
This is just the best of us see.
We are back. Okay, let's get to this main story. Now, again, I'm just going to warn parents in case you want your kids out of the room for this story because we're going to talk about gender ideology a little bit. I will try to be very, very cautious the way I approach this, but basically, here's what's happening. There is the first ever Pixar television show, original Pixar television show. Now, what I mean by that is there are Pixar related television shows that they've created for Disney Plus in the past, but they were all based on properties that Pixar already had out, whether it's a Monsters Inc. or an Inside Out or whatever. This is the first original property. So, I had to mute the microphone there for a second, but so the very first original property that Pixar has created for Disney Plus as a television show is called Win or Lose. It's about a softball team, and apparently there was going to be a child character excuse excuse me, my goodness. Apparently there was going to be a child character in the show who was in the process of emotionally, mentally, and I don't know, perhaps physically trying to at least identify as something that they are not. In other words, a child who has decided to lie to themselves, and the parents were supportive of this. If you understand what I mean, you understand what I mean. Please. It's one of those things where, I'm just very cautious about using those words, certain things. I hope you get it. I hope you understand. You'll see other programs that just outright use the words, and that's fine. And I would love to be able to, but I'm just trying to keep this safe for children that might be around. Okay. So please understand that that's the approach that this channel takes when it comes to these types of stories. So this is out of That Park Place. And this is by Marvin Montanaro. And if you are not bookmarked to That Park Place, please do so. That is the WDW Pro Network, the That Park Place channel. So you'll see That Park Place YouTube channel, WDW Pro YouTube channel, the T3PO YouTube channel, and of course, Culture, Casino, Lorena, Creole, myself, Marvin the Movie Monster. We all contribute to this channel along with some other great ones like Barry Plays 28 and gosh, there's way too many contributors to talk about, some great channels out there. Anyway, let's get to the story. Disney cancels divisive Pixar content, declares parents prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children. I want to say this. First of all, kudos. It feels like Disney may actually be reading the room finally, because I have often said when they have their disclaimers, right? When Disney puts up their disclaimers, and here, thank you, Go and Shogi, for sharing this out. But when Disney puts up their disclaimers on older movies like Swiss Family Robinson, I think that's the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, that movie, you watch it, there's a disclaimer about things that Disney wants to tell you are offensive. Now, here's the deal. What I find offensive or don't find offensive, that should be left up to me to make a decision about. Disney needs to stop doing that. Let the content be out there. And if I choose, it's not Disney's place to tell me what I find offensive or what I don't find offensive, if they are not going to warn you about other things. There's lots of this, what Lorena likes to call the Skittles crowd content, Taste the Rainbow. A lot of that type of content, there are no warnings about whatsoever, and I find it completely offensive. But it's okay if they don't want to warn me, because I should be allowed to decide what it is that I find offensive. Yes, OCDD 93. Go watch Swiss Family Robinson on Disney, and the first thing you'll see before the movie comes on is a disclaimer about how certain things in there people might find offensive, and the warning comes up, and it's the worst warning ever, because they will say it is wrong then and it's wrong now, and that is not for you to decide. Disney, you are spreading an ideology that I might completely disagree with. I hate that. Yes, indeed. Well, what else am I going to call him, man? So I understand. I totally understand. I actually had it canceled for a while, but there are some shows that Sander likes to watch. But you got to be careful. You definitely got to be careful, because it's the stuff without the warnings that you usually have to worry about on Disney Plus. And they won't put Song of the South up. Oh no, goodness gracious me! Even though it's really, really good content. I love Song of the South. Fun movie. Anyway, let's get to the story. Disney, the same studio behind Lightyear, has cut a pride-related, gender-focused storyline from Pixar's forthcoming series, Win or Lose. In an astounding about-face, the company stated that parents should have the freedom to address such topics with their children when they feel it's appropriate. Well, what a surprise. This is like what was his name? Surprise, surprise, surprise. This move comes as a shock, considering that the Walt Disney Company has often embraced identity politics, injecting divisive content into children's programming at nearly every opportunity. And if you don't believe me, just watch the modern episodes of The Proud Family. They are bad. They don't, there's no warnings before that stuff. This is, I believe, the insertion of the trailer for Win or Lose. And it might already be out. Win or Lose is a Disney Pixar original series following a middle school co-ed softball team called the Pickles. As they prepare for a championship game, each episode of this limited series explores the home life of a different character, including coaches, umpires, and the middle school aged players themselves. Some of those characters were seen, by the way, on the thumbnail of this show today. And I'm saying that because I have never even heard of this coming to Disney Plus. Apparently it's not well advertised. One of the 8 episodes originally featured lines focusing on a character who identifies as a gender different from their anatomy. However, Disney confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter that it has cut those lines and the character's pride-centric storyline from the show. When it comes to animated content for a younger audience, we recognize that many parents would prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children on their own terms and timeline, a Disney spokesperson said in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter. And there is the coach and players of the Pickles and Win or Lose YouTube Pixar. The character remains in the show despite the removed storyline. Sources close to the production say Disney made this decision several months ago, though the company declined further comment. Disney's stance surprised many, given how the company landed in hot water with the Florida state government for publicly opposing the, and this is the correct name, but by the way, Parental Rights and Education Bill. Now, if you were following the mainstream media or any other, even WDWNT, I can't believe they did this, but they called it the quote unquote, don't say the other word for happy bill. Never was the appropriate name. It was a nickname that far leftists gave to the Parental Rights and Education Bill. Poor misnomer, if you will. The legislation aimed to give parents more influence in their children's education by limiting teachers from sharing divisive content in the classroom. Content that revolved around bedroom issues, if you will. And for third graders and younger, nonetheless, we're talking about third graders, second graders, first graders, kindergartners, preschoolers even. Disney's opposition to the bill earned the ire of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who dissolved the Walt Disney World Special Reedy Creek Improvement District. That is true. And it was funny because I remember when all those court cases were going on. Oh, Disney's going to win. They're the best lawyers ever. Oh, guess who won? It was the state of Florida and Governor DeSantis. Analysts estimate that the loss will ultimately cost Disney upwards of $1 trillion. Let me reread that again. Analysts estimate that this loss will ultimately cost Disney upwards of $1 trillion. Disney's about face on this topic likely has little to do with an ideological shift. Rather, the company learned costly lessons by trying to push this kind of content in children's programming. The 2022 Pixar film Lightyear featured a same-gender PDA, I'm going to call it PDA, and performed poorly at the box office, earning just $226.4 million worldwide against a $200 million production budget. Also, just so you understand losses of things like that. If it earned $226.4 million, that means that Disney only got about half of that, which would be about $113 million. They had a $200 million production budget, at least $100 million marketing budget, typically, which means it probably lost the company over $200 million, possibly more. Later that same year, the Disney animation film Strange World included similar content and earned a total of around $73.6 million against a $180 million budget. Analysts estimate that Strange World lost the Walt Disney Company nearly $200 million with marketing costs factored in. Again, another $200 million loss for Disney. However, 2024's Inside Out 2 reportedly removed divisive content again. So what we're seeing here is that these things have already been produced with this type of content in it, and Disney, in learning their lessons financially, said, hey, let's get this stuff out, and so maybe we can make some money. So Inside Out 2 reportedly removed divisive content from its story and achieved massive financial success, generating $1.699, almost $1.7 billion on a $200 million budget. See that? Lessons learned, people. Disney has also seen Star Wars and Marvel properties that push divisive themes fail spectacularly at the box office and on Disney Plus. Perhaps Disney has finally seen the writing on the wall. Is the company ready to change its position on divisive content in children's programming to win back conservative families? Or I wouldn't even say conservative. I just say traditional, middle-of-the-road, normal families. As Bill O'Reilly likes to call us, Team Normal. That's it, just Team Normal. Will Disney be rewarded by audiences for these changes to win or lose? Sound off the comments section. Let us know below. Bye. Editor-in-Chief, Disney World aficionado, Mr. Marvin Montanero. Let's see here. So, yeah. So this content. Jonathan Rubin is in the chat. Hi, Ron. Sorry I'm late to the chat. Just finished rehearsing for my first Florida Jazz Jam tonight. I will get in touch with you a little bit later, Jonathan. We'll talk about that and see what's going on, man. Yeah, so this is funny. I'm sorry, but Proud Family was secretly based on the Women of the View. You know, the original Proud Family was great. It's the re-release, the newer stuff. I don't know what the heck happened. But you know, I have no issue with the original ones. Sounds like a boring show. It might be a boring show, but it might be worth watching. It depends. Win or lose, we shall see. But again, I'm hoping that all of this helps to make Disney Walt again, because Walt would have been rolling over in his grave or thawing from his frozen chamber or whatever if he knew that this stuff was going on in his company. Unbelievable. Maybe if they aren't allowed to cut corners anymore, their stuff will actually function. Have we seen anything built post SIFTOD yet? Well, nothing that was approved by SIFTOD that I know of. Of course, they have had SIFTOD's probably had to sign off on a lot of the new Polynesian building things. But as far as in the parks, I don't know. I do like the new signs up. I've checked them out. I don't think I've watched anything Disney affiliated since Endgame, says Arlene Navo. Any little interest I had in seeing anything they've released was extinguished by all the agenda pushing. So here's a question for you, Arlene. If they pull back on this agenda pushing, would you consider watching Disney stuff again? See, that's the question. Is it even possible for Disney to win back the audiences they've lost? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, look at this. Check out all the sharp merch in the Follow the Bradley's Fun store, including this hat, Make Disney Walt Again. Absolutely. And we'll get to that in just a minute. I'm going to share the merch in just a minute, but I want to get to these comments. I always thought Walt's head was a joke, but it's not, is it? The frozen head of Walt Disney is, as far as I know, it's a joke. I don't know. I don't really know. My understanding is that he was cremated, actually. That's what I've heard. And JD Friel, good morning. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. I hope that you are doing fantastic. JD, I appreciate you coming into the show. If something caught my interest, maybe, but initial instinct nowadays is to be suspicious and wait to hear more from others. I 100% agree. I am very, very curious as to what they're going to do with Captain America, specifically because in the latest Captain America marketing for Captain America 4, which is actually Falcon 1 or whatever it is, I don't really know, because the Falcon is now has the mantle of Captain America. They have pushed so much Steve Rogers stuff in the latest marketing. I'm very, very curious as what they're going to do. Aldo's Journal says it's been a while since I heard anything of his alleged frozen body. Yeah, I think he was cremated. I'll be honest with you. What is up, Kevin? Good to see you. Thank you for being in the chat. Shout out to Tuber Chat. Anybody, Tom F. Anybody else wants to get your channels going? Please connect with Tuber Chat. I would not be here today being able to do this were it not for Tuber Chat. And Kevin, thank you so much. You are awesome. And I appreciate everything that Tuber Chat does. So big shout out to Tuber Chat. Not without owning it, apologizing it, proving they learned what they should from it. It's going to take a clean slate, wiping all the leadership, some cast to start changing minds. Yeah, I mean, they got to put somebody like Zach Levi in charge. Thank you for sharing this. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I would watch if they showed consistently over time what they truly have changed. And that's going to be the big deal right there. That is a big deal. Oh my goodness, a gifty from Tuber Chat. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for dropping that gifty. That is awesome. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that so much. Awesome support. You guys are great, man. I love you guys. I appreciate this chat so much. And 22 people out there watching right now. This is crazy. Speaking of that, I know it might be last minute, but I do want to share there. Thank you, Golden Shogi. I appreciate that for sharing them out. And by the way, I hope you're feeling better. We were all praying for you here yesterday. And I'm probably going to need some of those prayers now because my throat's got some kind of tickle in it that I'm not liking very much. Let me share this on the screen. And this is the Follow the Bradley's Fun merch store. Let's look at this hat. This is different than the one I am wearing right now, but it is a Follow the Bradley's Fun basic hat. And soon I'm going to add to this design, I'm a member of the Fun Fam, because if you're watching, you're a member of the Fun Fam, and this design's not really going to let people know what it is. I got to put like some YouTube type stuff on there. I got to get better at my designs. That's true. And I will be adding a lot more. But if you want to get on the ground floor of Follow the Bradley's Fun merchandise, it's here now. And if you choose premium shipping, you get your order by Christmas. So yes, you can choose premium shipping and still get your merchandise by Christmas. So anybody that wants to help make Disney Walt again, and it does look like maybe they're trying to go back to that. The problem is, what I don't want is I don't want the people at Disney biting their tongue to make the decisions like this. I want them actively thinking, hey, we just need to be an entertainment company again. How about that? But here you got the Make Disney Walt Again design. You got the Follow the Bradley Fun fedora design that I have one of the shirts of myself. By the way, this is quality merchandise. These are nice. Like this T-shirt here, you get this thing. The Follow the Bradley Fun basic T-shirt. This is a premium basic T-shirt, so it's a little bit more expensive, the $33 one. But the quality is so nice. You are going to love the way this fits and feels. They've got like the fitted shirts for women. You got the tote bags. And these are great, like just really nice quality merchandise. So if you're wanting to get gifts for Christmas, we appreciate any of that kind of stuff. And we appreciate you so much. So let's get to, before we end the show, okay? First of all, thank you guys so much for being here every day. Things are going to change in the next week. We got Christmas coming up, so I don't know. I might be live from the parks. If I get to the park today, I'm going to go live because this is the last day I'm allowed to go to the park. So keep an eye out for it because there's a good chance that you might see me live in the park today. But let's get to these first. Go and Shogi gifted 5 Follow the Bradley's Fun membership. Ba, 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 ba. And OCDD with that $9.99 super sticker. Thank you, OCD. And of course, Tuber Chat dropped a follow the Bradley's Fun gifty. Let's see who got that. Let's see if I can find out who got the gifty. It says Aldo's Journal. Later, Aldo's Journal. Thank you so much for being here. I'm trying to see. T Snow got the gifty. So thank you so much. And before we head out the door, big old celebration time. Thank you so much.
Too much? Too much? It's a perfect! Wahoo!
Oh, this is beautiful. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, this anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
Yay, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and my beautiful Mrs. Claus, my beautiful wife, Virginia Bradley, Magical Adventures in the House. Yay, baby. Thank you for being here. Thank all of you for being here. Speaking of which, if you want to get to meet Pat Sajak, or at least see Pat Sajak, go this weekend to Epcot because Pat Sajak will be leading the Epcot processional. I am working on my edit of the video for Gary Sinise leading the Epcot candlelight processional. I have done, I've got all the footage. I'm editing it now, and hopefully we'll get that up on the channel here in the next day or so, too. But look for us possibly live at the parks today. And if we go see the Epcot processional tonight, it will be Neil Patrick Harris, NPH, is there tonight. So yes, this year's candlelight is insane, and I wish I could have gotten all of them, but I do much better in the day than I do at nighttime. So sometimes it's hard for me. Like I was supposed to be on Pro last night, and I couldn't do it. And now I got to get some water because I don't have my water here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for all of the support today. Go and Shogi, OCDD, Kevin from Tuber Chat, all of you guys, I appreciate it. We've got to get going. We're going to send you over to Culture. So when we do send you over to Culture, say hi from all of us here at Follow the Bradley's Fun to all of you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be right back. And until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.